Absolutely. Below is the complete Chapter 3 script for your audiobook, written in a commanding, tough love narration style with repetition, rhythm, and behavioral transformation focus. Approximately 1,000 words, 7 to 9 minutes of audio pacing. Chapter 3, The Ego Trap, Why You React Too Fast. Your ego is loud. It wants to be right. It wants to win. It wants to prove. But here's the truth. Your ego isn't strong. It's fragile. That's why it reacts so fast. That's why it defends so hard. And that's why it keeps you from growing. You've mistaken pride for power. They are not the same. Pride reacts. Power responds. Pride says, I'll show them. Power says, I don't need to. That's the key. Your ego wants war. Your discipline wants peace. Let's be real. Most of your worst reactions came from ego. The argument you couldn't let go. The insult you had to return. The post you had to reply to. The moment you felt small and instead of breathing, you fought to feel big. That's ego. Not logic, not confidence, just insecurity in disguise. Ego is not your enemy. It's your alarm. It's the part of you that screams, protect me. But discipline whispers, you're fine. The problem is, you listen to the scream. You have a choice. Every time someone challenges you, disrespects you, doubts you, you have a choice. Feed the ego or build the discipline. React for attention or respond for control. Your ego wants war. Your discipline wants peace. Let's break this down. The ego thrives on validation. It's addicted to being seen, being praised, being right. It's a constant hunger that never ends. That's why ego-driven people are exhausted. They're always performing. They can't rest. They can't let things go. Because silence feels like defeat. But listen, silence isn't weakness. Silence is control. When you say nothing, you win twice. You don't waste energy, and you force the other person to face their own noise. The ego wants noise. Discipline wants quiet. That's why silence kills ego. It can't survive where validation doesn't exist. Let's go deeper. The ego reacts to protect image. It says they can't talk to me like that. They can't treat me that way. But discipline says they can talk all they want. I know who I am. That's the difference. One depends on their opinion. The other depends on your standard. You don't need their permission. You don't need their respect to stay respectful. You don't need their praise to stay consistent. You don't need their apology to stay calm. That's power. Ego says, look at me. Discipline says, watch me work. Your ego wants war. Your discipline wants peace. Remember this. Every reaction is a negotiation with your ego. And every time you choose restraint, your discipline grows stronger. When you argue with fools, you lower yourself. When you chase validation, you lose direction. When you respond to every insult, you give them control. You don't need to win the argument. You need to win yourself. That's the real victory. Because the moment you stop needing to prove anything, you become untouchable. Here's what you need to understand. The ego is fast. It moves before thought. That's why you must slow it down. That's your training. The next time someone criticizes you, pause. The next time you feel disrespected, breathe. The next time you want to clap back, wait. Control the first second. That's where the ego lives. If you win that second, you own the moment. Your ego wants war. Your discipline wants peace. Let me give you the playbook. Step 1. Notice the impulse. That tightening in your chest, that's your ego loading its weapon. Name it. That's my ego talking. Naming breaks its control. Step 2. Ask, what outcome do I want? Do you want to feel better now or win later? Because the ego only thinks about now. Discipline thinks about legacy. Step 3. Redirect the energy. Take the emotion and move it toward progress, not payback. Go train harder, go work longer, go prove it through results. Let success do your talking. That's what winners do. They use ego's energy but filter it through purpose. You have to understand, ego loves reaction. It feeds on it. Every time you reply, justify, defend, or argue, it grows stronger. But every time you pause, it gets weaker. You want real control? Starve it. Give it no attention, no fuel, no validation. The ego can't fight what won't fight back. Your silence, its defeat. Your patience, its humiliation. Your calmness, its collapse. Your ego wants war. Your discipline wants peace. Let's talk real life. You post something, someone mocks it. You want to reply, defend yourself, prove them wrong. Don't. Let them talk. Let them waste energy. You're not here to win comments. You're here to win your future. Or someone disrespects you at work. You want to clap back, pause, smile, keep moving. Your silence will echo louder than any argument. That's what emotional control looks like in the real world. It's not loud, it's lethal. You think strength is shouting louder? No. Strength is standing still when everything tries to move you. Strength is walking away without needing to have the last word. Strength is knowing the difference between winning the moment and winning your mind. Pride wins the argument. Discipline wins the war. Your ego wants war. Your discipline wants peace. Now hear this. Ego doesn't die in a day. It dies in moments, thousands of small choices where you refuse to feed it. Every time you choose peace over reaction, silence over noise, patience over pride, your ego shrinks. Your discipline grows, and slowly you become someone they can't provoke anymore. That's real power. That's freedom. Because when nothing outside of you can control you, you've already won. You have a choice right now. You can keep reacting, proving, arguing, defending. Or you can step back, breathe, observe, and stay unmoved. Your ego wants war. Your discipline wants peace. Choose peace. That's where your power lives. You just dismantled your ego. You learned to pause, to detach, to let silence speak for you. But control isn't only about silence. It's about patience, the art of waiting without losing your focus. You conquered ego. Now let's master endurance. Chapter 4. The Discipline of Patience. How Waiting Builds Power. So, let's proceed.